Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's puzzle is called very easy puzzles called Veins of the Whispers by SPF. Excuse me. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill the entire grid with the digits 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region, which is a box here. We also have anti-knight, where cells separated by a knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. So you can't have repeats that are a knight's chess move away. So for example, for the center cell, which is a 3, you cannot, in addition to normal Sudoku rules where you can't have repeats in the row, in the same column, or the same box, you also can't have repeats in any of the digits that are a knight's move away. So none of these digits in addition can be a 3. And that's anti-knight rule set. We also have non-consecutive, where orthogonally connected cells cannot contain consecutive digits. And orthogonally connected cells are just basically cells that share an edge. So for example, for this cell, all these cells are orthogonally connected cells. And so none of those cells can contain the digits 2 or 4 because they are orthogonally connected to this 3, and the consecutive digits with 3 are 2 and 4. So 2 and 4 cannot be any of these digits here. And that's the non-consecutive rule set. And then finally we have German whisper lines, where two cells connected by a green German line must have a difference of at least 5. So since this is a 3, this cell can only be an 8 or a 9, because those are the only digits that are 5 or more away from 3. And those are all the rules. I think SPF said in his note that this was actually his first setting of a puzzle. So congratulations on this setting, and hopefully we'll see some more nice little puzzles from you in the future. Anyways, if you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay, so first things first, we know this is a 3, so this has to be 8 or 9. This then must be 1, 2, or 4 here, but since it can't be 2 or 4 because it's consecutive with it, it must be a 1, right? So this 1 means this has to be 7, 8, or 9 because it's consecutive with 2 unique digits here. And therefore it cannot be 6. And this is a low digit, which is 2 or 4. So on the German whisper line, you'll alternate between low digits and high digits, right? Which are, the low digits are 1 through 4, and the high digits are 6 through 9. And the reason why you know that is, what are the digits that can be next to a 1 through 4? Well, 4 can only be next to 9, 3 can be next to 8 or 9, 2 can be next to 7, 8, or 9, and 1 can be next to 6 through 9. So next through a 1 through 4, you always will have a 6 through 9 next to it. And same with a 6 through 9. If you have a 6 through 9, what digits are next to those? 6 can only be next to 1, 7 can only be next to 1 and 2, 8 can only be next to 1, 2, and 3, and 9 can only be next to 1, 2, 3, 4. So next to a 6 through 9, you'll have a 1 through 4 next to it. So I like coloring those in that case. So therefore, this is high, this is low, this is high, this is low. That means this is low since it's next to a high digit, which makes this high, and this must be low then. We don't know anything about these. This cannot be 2 or 4, so this must be a high then, which makes this a low, right? Because the only other low in the central box is 2 or 4, because we already have accounted for 1 and 3. So if this were low, it would be 2 or 4, but then it would be consecutive with an orthogonally connected cell, which would break the non-consecutive rule. So this must be high then, which makes this low, which makes this high, and therefore this is low. And also, in addition, on a German whisper line, we know we can never have a 5, because a 5 would always, yeah, 5 would always be 5 or more away from, it's less than 5 away from every other digit, right? If you took 5 and subtracted 5 or more from it, you get 0 or less, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. And if you add 5 or more to 5, you get 10 or more, which is not a digit. So that's the reason why you know 5s can't be on German whisper lines. This digit is in between two unique digits on the German whisper line. So this must be 1, 2, or 3, but it can't be 3 because of the anti-night rule. So this is 1 or 2. That means this is 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This could be 1 through 4 here. This is next to two unique digits on a German whisper line, so this must be 7, 8, and 9 again. This must be 1 through 4. One cannot be next to 2. Hmm. So in this left center box, where is the 5? It cannot be on the German whisper line, so it must be one of those two. In this right center box, where is the 5? Actually, easier to see. In row 4, where's the 5? All of the rest of the cells are on German whisper lines. Therefore, this must be a 5 here. What else do we have? So 5 cannot be here. So this is 5 here, which makes this a 2-4 pair with 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're not sure. This cannot be 2 or 4 because this would be consecutive with the 3. Therefore, we have a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruple in this central box, which eliminates 6, 7, 8, 9 from the rest of the box. This can't be 6, 7, or 8, 9. It's 2 and 4. So this is a 2, 4, 2, 4 pair in row 6, which eliminates 2 and 4 from the rest of the row. So this is 1 or 3. If this were, say, a 2, that would force this to be 1. And the 2 and the 1 would be orthogonally connected and be consecutive, which is not allowed. So this cannot be 2. This has to be 4, which makes this a 2. This 2 eliminates this from being a 2 because it's a knight's move away. So this is 1. This is a low, obviously, and this is high. 1 is here, 1 is here. This is a central one. This cannot be 2 or 1. So this has to be 3 or 4 here, which means this can't be 6 because it's next to two unique digits on the German whisper line. It can't be 7 because it must be next to a 3 at least. So this is 8 or 9 here. This is 1 or 3. That's fine. Where is the 4 on, well, This is next to two unique digits on the German whisper line. So is this. So is this. So 4 cannot be any of these cells. And 6 can't be any of those cells either. Where are the 4 and the 6 possible? Well, 6 could be here. And 4 could be any of these 3. So 6 could be those 3 or this one. Can't be any of these because this is next to two unique digits. This is next to two unique digits. And this is next to two unique digits on the German whisper line. So 6 could be here, 4 could be here, or it cannot be here. 5 is one of either this or this. What set are these? We can randomly assign these digits random sets. So let's make this green. This is orange because you'll always alternate between one set or the other. So this must be green, which makes this orange, this green, and this is orange. So we would have 3 different green cells here. Um, huh. Um, hmm. Hmm. 2, where is 2 in this lower central box? Can't be here because of the 2 in the column. Can't be either of these two because they're consecutive. They're orthogonally connected to the 1, and they're already also consecutive with it. So 2 has to be one of these digits here. So this isn't very helpful right now. Actually, let's make the orange one pinks. We'll have also orange and yellow here. So we'll make this orange, this yellow, this orange, this yellow, this orange, this yellow, orange, yellow, orange. Okay. Not too helpful right now. 6 and 4 cannot be here. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Because it's orthogonally connected with a 5, and neither of these could be 4, 6. So where are the 4, 5, and 6 in this box? They can only be in these 3 cells. So since 4, 5, and 6 have to be in these 3 cells, those are the only digits which can be in those cells. So this is because that's 3 digits within 3 specific cells. So this is 4, 5, and 6. This is 4, 6, which forces this to be 1 or 9 to be, because 4 and 6 can only be next to 1 or 9 on the German whisper line. That means where is the 3 in this? 3 cannot be here, so 3 is either here or here on in this left central box, right? Can't be here because of knight's move. Can't be here because of this 3, so it's one of those 2. Where is 2 in this left central box? Cannot be here because of anti-knights. These cannot be because they have to be 1 out of 4, 5, 4, 5 or 6. Cannot be here, so 2 has to be one of these 2 cells. Interesting. So if green is the low, 2 has to be here. If green is not low, 3 can't be here anyways, so therefore 3 would have to be here. So either way, if green is low, the 3 would have to, the 2 would have to be here, because the 2 can only be one of these 2. So that can't be 3, and this would be 3. If the green is not low, that means 3 can't be here anyways, so this must be 3. So this is 3 either way, which forces this to be 8 or 9 next to it. So this cannot be 3. 1 cannot be here now. It has to be one of these 2. So if pink were the low, the problem is both 1 and 2 would have to be here. And so that's not possible. So pink cannot be low because of that. Therefore, pink has to be high, which means greens are the lows. So this must be 4 because it can't be, that makes this 9. This has to be 2. This is 1. This can't be 4. This is 5 or 6. 1 can be next. This is 7 or 8, which is next to the 2 and 1. Because it can't be 9. Or this is 7, 8, or 9 here. Okay. We know one of these digits is low and one of these is high. So that means we have 4 lows in row 4, which eliminates lows from the rest of the row. So this must be high, which makes this low, which makes this high, which makes this low, which makes this high, which makes this low, which makes this high. Okay. So this is 2 or 3, but it can't be 3 because of anti-knight, so this must be 2 then. One of these digits is a low because this is consecutive digits on a German whisper line. Therefore, the 2 must be there, and 2 cannot be here because of anti-knight, so this must be a 2 here, which makes that low, and these high, which makes this low, and this high. Well, this can't be 4 because of knight's move, anti-knight, so this must be either 1 or 3 here. This has to be 7 or 8 because it can't be 9. And 2 can only be next to 7, 8, and 9 on a German whisper line. This is also 7 or 8. That leaves this as 6, 7, or 8 here. 6 cannot be consecutive with a 5 orthogonally. Sorry, cannot be orthogonally connected to a 5 because they're consecutive. So this can't be 6. This is 7 or 8 also. 2 can be next to 7, 8, or 9. 7, 8 here. That leaves us as 1, 2, 3. Can't be 2 though because of this 2. That leaves this as 6, 7, 8, and 9 here. What else do we have? 5 cannot be here because of anti-knight. 5 can't be here or here because of anti-knight. These both have to be high because the only remaining digits in column 2 are 5 or high digit, and 5 can never be on a German whisper line. Since these are both high, these have to be both low. Okay. This is between 2 unique digits on a German whisper line, so it's 7, 8, or 9 here. This is next to 1, so it's 6, 7, 8, 9. This is next to 2 unique digits on a German whisper line, so this is 1 or 3, but it can't be 2 because of the 2 in the column. Can't be 3 because of anti-knight, so this has to be 1. This can't be 1. It can't be... It could be 2, 3, or 4 here. Okay. We have 5 through 8 remaining in column 2, but this can't be 7, 8 because of the 7, 8 pair in the box. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But we don't know which one that is. One of these digits here is a 3, and the other one has to be 8 or 9, because 3 can only be next to an 8 and 9 on a German whisper line. Therefore, this can't be 8 or 9. This can't be 8 or 9 because of the 8 and 9 pair in the row, so this must be 7. Since this is 7, that makes this an 8, which makes this a 9. This 8 makes this a 7, which makes that an 8. This 7 and 8 and 9 pair eliminates 7, 8, and 9 here, so this is 6, which can only be next to a 1 on a German whisper line, so this is 1. This can't be, this could be 2. So this could be 2, 3, or 4 here. This can't be 6, so this is 7, 8, or 9. It can't be 7 because of the 7 in the row. This can't be 8 because of the 8 in the row. This 8 eliminates 8 in these 3 cells. Okay, this is 3 with 8 or 9. This 8 eliminates 8 here. We also have one of these digits is going to be a high because of the three other, because they're next to each other on a German whisper line. So that leaves 4 high digits in row 4, which eliminates high digits in the rest of the row. Therefore, this can't be high and is a 5, which makes that a 6. So this is middle, this is high. We have 4 high digits in column 1, which eliminates high digits in the rest of the column. That leaves 3, 4, and 5 left. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. This can't be 6. Where is the 6 then in this central box? It has to be here. Which means, and this can't be 9 because of the 9 in the row. This has to be, these two digits as a low can always have to be next to 2 unique digits on a German whisper line. So it has to be 2, which could be with 7, 8, or 9. This has to be a low. So this must be a 4 then left, which means this can't be 4. We have remaining here 1, 5, 7, 8. Obviously, 5 cannot be on the German whisper line. This can't be 1. 4. So these are still fine. Okay. This can't be 9 because of anti-knight. So 9 has to be one of these two digits here. 1 cannot be here. 1 can't be any of these cells. So 1 has to be one of these two digits. We're not sure which. What are the remaining digits? Oh, okay. This can't be 1. Where's the 1 in column 3? Can't be here because of the 1 in the box. These are all filled out. This can't be 1 because of this 1. And this can't be 1 because it's orthogonally connected to a 2, which is consecutive with. So this has to be a 1 here. The remaining digits in this box are 3, 4, 5, 6, but this can't be 5, and it can't be 3 because that's consecutive with 2. Can't be 5 because of the 5 here. 3, 4, 5, 6. This can't be 5 again. And this 5 eliminates 5 here by anti-knight. So this is 6. These cannot be 6. That leaves us a 7, 9, 7, 9 pair in column 2, which eliminates 7 and 9 in the rest of the box. Therefore, this can't be 7. This is 5. None of these can be 6, so this is 4. This can't be 4 or 6, so this is 3. This can't be 3 or 4, so this is 5. So there's no 5 here. There's no 5 here. We have a 3, 4, 3, 4 pair in the lower left box, which eliminates 3 and 4 in that box. So this has to be a 2. That leaves us 6 and 8 remaining. And 6 cannot be next to the 5 orthogonally, so this must be 8, which makes this a 6. These are both high. This is a high. These are all low. Pink, pink, pink. 7 cannot be consecutive with a 6, or cannot be orthogonally adjacent to a 6 because they're consecutive. So this must be 9, which makes this a 7. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 9. This can't be 2 because of the 2 here. Where's the 2 then? Can't be here, can't be here, can't be here. Must be here. So this is 2. And is a low. One of these is 1. So this has to be 5, 7, or 8 possible. This, so you cannot have 2, 3, or 4 anymore in row 9. So therefore, where is the low? It has to be one of these two, and 1 can't be here. 1 has to be the low in the rest of row 9. So this must be low, which means all the oranges are lows, and all the yellows are highs. So this is a 1 here. Can't be 1 here then. This has to be 1 here, which means this can't be 1. This can't be 2. This must be a 2. This can't be 3. This must be a 3 here. This can't be 1 or 3. So it's either 2 or 4, and 4 cannot be next to 2 unique digits on a German whisper line, so this is 2. We have 8 2s. We know where the last 2 has to be. It has to be here, so this is 2. 2 is next to 7, 8, or 9 on a German whisper line. We have a 7, 8, 9 triplet in column 8 then, which eliminates 7, 8, and 9 and the rest of the column. Also, this can't be 9 because of this 9. This can't be 7 because of this 7. Therefore, this is not 7 or 8. It's 5. That leaves a 4, 6 pair here. And this can't be 4 because of the 4 in the row. So this is 6. This is 4. 5 cannot be next to 4 or 6 in this box orthogonally. So 5 has to be here. That leaves this as a 4, and that's the only remaining digit there. So this is low, 4, low, 4, high as a 6. This has to be high because it can't be 5. This has to be 5, 7, or 8. 5 cannot be here because of this 5. Okay. Eight cannot be here because of anti-knight, so this must be 7, which makes this 9, which makes this 8, which makes that 7. This 7 also makes this 9, and this 8, which makes that a 9. This cannot be 8 here. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 9, this is 7, this is 8. The 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 8, this is 9. This can't be 8 then, this is 5 or 7. This is 5 or 7. Remaining digits in column 7 are 3, 5, and 7. Remaining digits in this box are 3 and 7. 3 cannot be consecutive with 4, therefore this is 7, which makes this a 3. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we know we're getting close to solving this. Remaining digits here are 4 and 6. Okay, we don't have anything information there. Remaining digits in column 6 are 3, 5, and 7. This can't be 3 or 7, so this is 5, which makes this 7, which makes that a 3. This can't be 7, so this is 5. This can't be 3 or 5, so this is 7. This can't be 5 or 7, so this is 3. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 4, which makes this a 3, which makes that a 4, which makes this 6, which makes that a 4. We celebrate the 3 in the corner because we're really close to solving this. Let's finish coloring. These are low. That means we have only highs and 5 left, and 5 cannot be here, so this must be 5. This is a 5, and this is a 5. These are high. This is a low. That leaves the rest of the digits as high. We have 4 highs now in column 4, so these are both low, which means this can't be 1. This is 3. This has to be 1. These are then both high. 8 cannot be here. This must be a 6, which makes this an 8. That leaves this as a 5. This has to be 8, and this must be 6. I didn't check if these were all not in consecutive, but I'm guessing that they are, because otherwise A lot of people would raise a stink about that. But yeah, that's how you go generally solve this. I don't usually do anti-knight or non-consecutive rule sets because I don't know. I just don't see these very well. But I mean, I figured this was a very easy one, and it did fit flow very well and was fairly easy to do. Because if I can get the anti-knight uh, view and or the non-consecutive view, then anyone else can because I'm just not good at those rule sets. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.